Hello students, I am Kshitij Yugbodh from Department of Mechanical Engineering, SISTec-R. Today's topic is geothermal energy, source of energy for future. So first of all, what is geothermal energy? The word geothermal comes from a Greek word, geo mean earth and thermal mean heat. The heat from within the earth is known as geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is a renewable source of energy. Geothermal energy is generated in the earth's core. The temperature of the core is hotter than the sun's surface. The main cause of temperature inside the earth is decaying of radioactive particles. The volcanoes are also responsible for this temperature. The ring of fire in Pacific Ocean is suitable site for this type of energy resources. Before going further, we have to discuss about, or we have to think about, the structure of the earth. So earth have three different layers: crust, mantle and core. And the core is the innermost layer of the earth. The crust is the outermost layer and which is rich in silicon and aluminium. So this core is also known as Cl. The second layer is known as mantle, which is rich in silicon again and manganese, which is known as Cma. The core is the innermost layer of the earth and it is the densest part of the earth, and this part having the maximum temperature. This part is rich in nickel and iron, so this part is also known as knife. Uses of geothermal energy. We can use geothermal energy in two ways, either directly or indirectly. Direct use can be done in form of hot springs or reservoirs. Indirect use can be used in electricity generations in power plant that requires the steam with very high temperature. Geothermal heat pumps are also used. So we are discussing with the first method of using geothermal energy, and that is direct use of geothermal energy. This type of usage of geothermal we are using since ancient time. If we talk about hot springs for bathing, cooking purpose, it is also used for building heating purpose. The hot water near the earth's surface can be piped directly into the buildings and industries for heating purpose. If we talk about an example of direct use of geothermal energy, then we can take an example of Vasist Kund, that is in Manali. It's a hot spring. The people use this spring for bathing purpose and for cooking purpose as well. Here we are discussing the second method, and that is indirect use of geothermal energy. So we are discussing geothermal power plants. In this diagram we can see geothermal power plants. It uses the hydrothermal resources like water and heat. It requires high temperature. These resources comes from dry steam wells or hot water wells. These are used by drilling a hole in the earth's surface. Here I am showing this. These are used by drilling the wells into the earth. The piping system is used. This is the piping system. This is used to bring out the steam on the earth's surface. The geothermal wells are 1 to 2 miles deep. While we are taking the hot steams out from this piping system, it comes out from the inner surface of the earth and will use this steam to run the turbine. When this turbine runs, it is attached to the generator, and the generator is used to convert the mechanical energy into the electrical energy. Now we are discussing another cycle in indirect method, and that is binary power plants. Binary power plants, it is also using geothermal resources like water and heat. In this system, drilling is also required to take out a stream with the help of piping system. Here we can see we are using this piping system. We have drilled in the earth. In this system, we are not directly hitting or injecting the steam to the turbine. Here we are transferring the heat of the steam to the another fluid with the help of counterflow heat exchanger. The counterflow heat exchanger is used to extract maximum heat from the steam. The second fluid which is flowing in this pipe having the low boiling point so that it can convert maximum into the steam. After taking heat from this steam, the second fluid is converted into the steam and now it is injected on the turbine. By doing so, the turbine starts rotating and the turbine is attached to the electric generator. The generator is used to convert the mechanical energy into the electrical energy, and now by doing this process, we can convert the heat energy from this steam into the electrical energy. Cost is another important aspect of this power plant or of this energy. The first thing is the direct usage of the resources is cheaper than other resources. What we are doing in hot springs for bathing purpose and for heating purpose. If we'll establish a power plant, then the cost of electricity generation depends upon the few factors. The first factor is temperature and depth of resource. The second factor is the type of resource. The third factor is available volume of resource, size and technology of plant. If we'll talk about the initial cost of installation of this type of power plant, then the initial cost or the installation cost is higher. But another benefit with this system is after few years, its production cost is comparable with other resources of energy. Advantages. So, the geothermal, it's a renewable resource, so it is available throughout the year. The second advantage of this, it does not involve any combustion of fuel. Because of what we are doing, we are taking heat from the interior of the earth. So there's no fuel combustion takes place. The third advantage is it is independent of weather. Fourth is it is clean resource. Very little emission is there. The fifth advantage is it is economically sound alternative. Sixth advantage, it is sustainable resource. And the seventh one, as I have told earlier, it is a renewable resource as well. The disadvantages, The first disadvantage of this resource is this is not a widespread resource, because this resource is occurred in some specific locations, like as I've told earlier in Ring of Pacific, because that area is highly concentrated. In that particular area you will get maximum of the volcanoes. The second disadvantage of this resource is the higher initial installation cost. The third disadvantage is it may run off steam, maybe in a year or two. It may emit harmful gases because of the steam is coming out from the inner of the earth. So it can contain some poisonous gases as well. Earthquake, because maximum are in that area only. Because of all these locations are in earthquake prone zone. So that is also an disadvantage of this particular resource. Transportation is another very big problem because of the point of production and the point of utilization. It is very far, so it can create a problem. Thank you very much.